first of all, apologies for the no makeup. I had a sunbed today, so we should have done that first, but never mind. Okay. Hi Adele. That's a bit in our face, isn't it? So, hoping that this goes really well for you and for me. Basically, I'm going to do a 3-card basic spread because this is kind of my first time doing this. So I'll be using the Rider-Waite Tarot. Then we'll get some messages from your angels using the Angel Therapy Oracle cards, and then we'll get one from the Starseed, which are just beautiful. Okay, so let's start. I've already shuffled the cards with your name in mind. I'm trying to think as much as I can about you, even though I don't really know anything about you, which is again why I think you're a really good person for me to try this on. I'm just going to move that a little bit because it's getting on my nerves. Whew. Right, so let's start with the tarot. So we're going to do a basic past, present, future, and we'll do the same with the angel messages and then just one starseed, okay? So like I say, I have already shuffled these, but I'll give them another quick shuffle to restart the energies. So guides and angels, messages for Adele today, please. If you could give me 3 jumping cards, thank you. 3 jumping cards for Adele, please. Thank you. Thank you. And one more. Thank you. Okay. So we have the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. And your angel cards. Angels and spirits, please give me 3 jumping cards and messages for Adele today, please. Messages for Adele, number 3, thank you. Stubborn. Are you a bit stubborn at the moment? Something? Come on, 3 jumping cards. Oh. 1, 2, one more. Come on. Jump up. Thank you. Oh. Okay. So I think maybe that. And then we'll have a starseed as well. These are so beautiful, these cards. I think I like these. So starseeds, give me 1 jumping card please for Adele. Messages for Adele today. No, 1, just 1 please. One card for Adele. These ones don't want to come out either. Is there something you really feel like you should be telling someone and you're choosing not to at the moment? Because that's what I'm getting at the moment. These cards are really struggling to come out. So I'm being told in my mind that you also have something that you really feel like you should say to someone, but you just feel like you can't. So let's see if anything else comes out about that in the reading. Come on, give me 1 card. Stop being stubborn. Can't even make them jump out. Jumping card for Adele. Okay, and that was Earth Pulsing. These cards are so beautiful. Okay, so let's start. Slipping off the sofa. Okay, so your first card, 6 of Pentacles. Pentacles are related to money, wealth, assets, things like that. So from this card, I would say that you are looking for a bit of balance in your life at the moment with the main man holding the scales there. I find that you have quite a lot of balance in your own life, but maybe you're trying to help balance out somebody else's life. So maybe this is the thing that I just said about where there's something you feel like you should say, but you haven't got the heart to say it. Maybe this is what's going to bring balance to this person's life. Maybe they need to hear something and you're the person to hear it from. I also feel like if you see just sort of drip feeding, you're sort of trying to give hints at what you want to say, but the message isn't getting through. I don't know if this is right, but I'm just going to keep going with this. maybe favouring one person over another. There's two people that look to you equally for support, advice and things like that. Maybe you're concentrating a little bit more on one than the other, and the other one's just feeling a little bit, not left out as such, but maybe one needs a bit more help than the other. I've just noticed as well, there's a small patch on the cloak of this one, which means small holes are starting to appear. So maybe balance the two. This is the balance between the two people. So make sure you focus equally on both of these people. I can't tell you who they are, but you do care about these people. They're people that are close to you, and they do look up to you for advice and guidance. So that's a good start. Yeah, this again shows what a nice person I think that you are. I don't know you very well, but yeah, so people do come to you for help and advice, and you are good at giving that help and advice as well, and not saying everything that's on your mind, which is again the holding back a little bit issue, but now I feel the time is right for you to say what you truly feel to this person. Okay, and then we move on to the Seven of Wands. Okay, and I find that Seven of Wands are about mind, your strength of mind and character, and this looks to me like you're on the edge of something. You see, you're on the edge of the cliff there, not quite as on the edge as the Fool, but you're nearing the edge. You're sort of on the top of your you're coming to the peak of your greatness, and you still feel like there are some battles that you have to reach that full potential. But I see you above the other ones. They're sort of niggling at you from beneath, but you are in such a strong position to just literally bat them away. You know this, you know you have the inner strength to do this. Maybe you're just a little bit on the not fully confident side of things, but you should be. You are in a powerful position with this. I don't know if this is regarding a job. That's just what's popped in my head. It could be in other things, relationships, housing, like anything else, but I think this is regarding some kind of job for you. And maybe, yeah, there are a lot of people, I'm being told now as well, there's lots of people giving it, yeah, we should do this, you should do that, you should do this. You know what you want to do, you know you're strong enough to do it, and you could conquer everything within this job role. Yeah, very powerful position at the moment, defending the way he's holding the wand is protecting yourself, properly protecting yourself, being strong, not taking any shit at the moment, I would say. Battling forward. And the number 7, I didn't, the number on the previous card didn't really ring any bells with me, but the number 7, so I think this is in July, so this is around now. So we have past, this is present, so by July you should be a lot more confident in your situation regarding your work or job. Yeah, your power is going to shine through, which then leads us to the 5 of Swords. Okay, and this is about, I always think that the swords represent your inner love. There's a white feather floating towards me as I'm saying this. Okay, so this is how you love yourself and how you feel about yourself. And I can see here that you've gone through a couple of tough battles in the recent past, 2 significantly. There's 2 there. I don't know if that's 2 people, 2 situations. Twice you've tried something with the same person, but there's about the 2 that you've overcome. You're in the middle of another one, so this could be this situation. You're just in the middle of transitioning to be who you want to be, do what you want to do, not what everybody else wants you to do. Yeah, so I can see the sea in the background as well, and it's quite calm. So even though the people in the picture, the other 2 people in the picture, look sad and down, I think that's because you've stood your ground. You've stood up to these people, and they've realised you're on calmer waters now. There's nothing they can do or say that is going to affect you. You are too strong. You have 2 swords up and 1 in your other hand, where they have none. Okay, so this, I think the main message of this reading is, don't listen to other people. You know what you want to do. You know where you want to be, what way you're heading. It's all right for you. You should be proud of yourself and feel strong in yourself that you have the abilities to do these things. So again, I don't really know what you're doing, which is good for me as a tarot reader. So if we go to the messages from your angels, so this kind of does link in. So the first one is be willing to forgive. These are beautiful as well, these cards. And it says on the card, ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. Well, this is kind of this and this together. So you are getting past your past pains all by yourself. You're doing it by yourself and for yourself. And you know everything that happens for a reason. We wouldn't be the people we are today without other things happening to us. And I do know that you, like the ladies, shall we say, and I just see the rainbows from the hands, which is just a little wink to that side of things. I also see on the chest and the stomach the medical sign. I don't know if you can see that. So again, I don't think this is anything drastically medical, but I think this again is saying what you need to say, getting it off your chest for you to feel better, for you to move on, and for you to feel more confident as an advice giver, as a confidant to people. Yeah, oh, and I've got a bee. So all these things mean something, the bees, butterflies, things like that. They're all about new beginnings and going where you want to go. So again, this is reinforcing the reading. This is all mainly about your inner journey, I think. Okay, so the next one is Heal Away Addictions. I love this card, I think it's beautiful. And there's a little turtle down there. I nearly used my little new turtle incense burner for this reading, but I changed my mind, or I should have stuck with that. Okay, so the writing says, it's time to let go of behaviours that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. As I'm saying this, I'm getting really out of breath. So I'm hoping that the medical on the chest isn't an actual medical condition, but for some reason my anxiety is building up, which I suffer a lot with, apart from when I'm doing this normally. So I feel like there's a little, I'm calming down a little bit now. Yeah, I was meant to say that to you. So maybe you're holding a bit of anxiety in your chest. You need to open that up. Again, that's speaking what you need to speak, saying your truth, not holding things in for the benefit of other people. And this that she's holding, I think, is an abalone shell, and these really help with dreams. So maybe you're having dreams that you can't explain, dreams that you are telling people things and they're reacting in a negative way, which is putting you off and stopping you from actually saying those things. But I think maybe where it says Heal Away Addictions, that is an addiction to you. You're too nice to everybody. You don't say what you really should say to them, because we're not always helping people by not telling them the truth, even though we think it might hurt them. But I do think you probably feel a lot calmer around water. I don't know if you are a water sign. I'm a Pisces, which I see in the water, they're the two fish. So I don't know if you have a strong Pisces connection. But the abalone shell and the turtle are now saying to me, it's time for you to come out of your shell. So don't stop holding back your wants and needs and desires and abilities as well, just abilities. So I don't know if you've got some kind of spiritual ability as well, which most of us have, but we don't always explore it. So yeah, come out of your shell, pour more into yourself. So you should pour in from the shell, pour more energy into yourself. You deserve it, okay? And a lot of the colours on these angel cards are very similar. It's turquoises and purples, which for me are spirit colours. So I'd say you also have a whole sea of support from spirit there. Maybe the person in spirit for you is a Pisces or another water sign, Scorpio and Cancer, I think, are the other Pisces. But the turtle thing, yeah, I don't know if a turtle or tortoise means anything in particular to you personally, but that's what's being put in my head. Talk about the turtle. But I would say that's for you to come out of your shell more, like I say. And stop being addicted to putting yourself down and putting your needs second. Okay, you are just as important as anybody else in this world, and in your world, you are the most important. Okay, and then the last card that we have from the angels is Visualize Success. Now, I don't know about you, but I always think she looks like Stacey Solomon. I don't know why, she does a bit, I suppose. And the writing says, see yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So again, once you've taken these steps of thinking of yourself for once, not in a selfish, nasty, negative way, obviously, but you have just as much right to live the life you want to live as anybody else on this planet, and you deserve it as well. Again, we've got the lots of purple flowers, which are messages from spirit, and she's plucking the fruit from the tree. So this will give you a more fruitful life. Once you make this change, make this decision that you're going to look after you and do what you want to do and what you feel you were meant to be doing, you will have a much more fruitful life. And again, you've got the purple water flowing behind you. So once you start this, it is literally going to be like breaking the dam, and the river of your personal happiness is just going to flood through. And you will feel a lot happier. Maybe just back to the medical thing as well, I'm thinking maybe you need to start eating a bit healthier. I've recently made this change. Hasn't made much change to my waist size, but my inner self, I do feel a lot better eating a bit healthier. Obviously lots of greenery growing around as well. That is one thing I do know that we share, but again, just you're in your forest of your fantasy. I've never said that sentence before so I must have been meaning to say that. You are just going to be living your full life, and maybe ground yourself a little bit more. No, she's got nothing on her feet. Keeping that connection to the ground will just keep you level, balanced. Again, back to the balance, but take a bit of time for yourself. Okay, so then we'll go on to your starseed card. Even the back of these is just stunning. So this one is called Earth Pulsing. This is one of my favourites, and it says pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So again, what we picked up here, stop rushing about for everybody else, take time out for yourself, relax. I'm guessing you're quite into nature anyway. We don't know anything about each other really, but we do seem quite similar on our vibrational level. Bit spiritual, bit smoky. Not taking any more bullshit this year. That's just what I feel. And again, so you've got the water flowing in this one, you've got the water flowing in this one, and you've got the water flowing in this one. And again, this water is flowing into the part of the body that this sign is on as well. So again, this is a small little nod to just checking out this part of you. If you've got any breathing difficulties or get indigestion or heartburn a lot, maybe look into that, because that's something you can sort out. Ooh, nice big red kite right above my head, thank you. So that, connecting to the pulsing of the nature, spread your wings, be more free. Okay, I don't know what it's like where you live. I've only been there once on a motorbike at night time, didn't really get to see the scenery, but I would imagine it's just as beautiful as where I live. Lots of hills, grass, rivers, and I did advise this for somebody the other day. Baths are very important, especially to us water signs. If you are a water sign, you might have a water sign in your chart anyway, but I don't know about all that. I read intuitively, I don't learn the cards. I feel like I get a better message like that. But bathing in some water, whether it's a swimming pool, a lake, a river, your bath, even your shower can do this as well. Head just above the water, fully relaxing, bit of meditation music on maybe, and just see what messages you pick up from yourself, because Mother Nature and the angels and all of them, they're trying to throw messages at us all the time, but it's the daily grind that stops us. We're blind to it. So I would say this one is just take time for yourself, but connecting with nature too. I mean, personally, I had a sunbed this morning. Didn't really need to, sun's come out now, but I just imagine that sun, that energy is permeating my body and filling me with the light. And even if that's mental, it makes me feel better. Who gives a fuck? So I see this similar thing for you as well. Definitely a connection to nature. You definitely have a strong connection to nature. You are an earth-loving mother. I do feel like you have lots of people that do come to you, so you need to be careful about that, because sometimes if you're an empath as well, we sit and we listen to everybody's problems, which we're not moaning about. We're here to help. We love helping people, but they go off and they live their life, and then we sit and stew on their shit basically, and we become down and dark and miserable and laden with everything. So you just have to learn to switch that off. So be there, listen to people, give them advice, send them on their way, and then you have to ask your angels and guides and that to just take that away from you now, and just so you've only got yourself to worry about, because why worry about everybody else and they've moved on? You fix them, they're okay. So try and focus on yourself for a little bit. I hope this is all making sense. I feel like I'm just waffling, but that's me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is look on the bottom of each of these decks, and that gives us like another subconscious message for your day. So from the tarot, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So we started off with a Pentacle and we're on the Pentacle again. Okay. Now I do know that you've got a dog or two. I think you have got two, haven't you? And this is your two little dogs here. So I would say that this is about building bridges. Okay, so there's a bridge across the top there. I feel like this isn't a bridge you need to build yourself, like you're the one that caused the problem. I feel like you need to forgive somebody and just get over it, basically. This will bring you a lot more fulfillment in your mind, in your life. An older person in your life, this is maybe a woman, an older person definitely in your life, done something in the past that you weren't keen on, and maybe you didn't talk for a little while or something like that, but since a new child has come along somewhere along the line, it's made you change your mind on certain things. So I would say build that bridge. Just let it all go. Like I say, this is all time now for you to just think about yourself, not in a like I say, not in a selfish way, that's totally contradictory, but take time for yourself. Once you've done everything you need to do for everybody else, there's nothing stopping you from taking time for yourself at all. And then your next card is the Wheel of Fortune, and that kind of speaks for itself. So once you've done all of this, you've said what you need to say, got everything off your chest, you're finding time for yourself, you're building bridges, you're getting over things, and then the world is your oyster. Okay. And your angel card, this came out while I was shuffling for you earlier, is very basic. Archangel Michael, okay, the warrior angel. Don't know if you watch Supernatural, but we're not keen on him in that, are we? We like Castiel. But anyway, and the words say, you're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. So again, like I was saying, you have lots of spirit connecting to you, helping you, guiding you. In your heart, you know this is true. I don't know, dreams, again, I'm going back to the dreams with the abalone shell. I think maybe Archangel might come to you through your dreams. So if you notice that you've had an unusual dream one morning when you wake up, write it down. You can go back to it. So we forget our dreams all the time too quickly. So if you immediately write it down or do a voice note, whatever, you'll feel a point where you can go back to that and go, now I understand the dream. That's Archangel Michael trying to sort all your thoughts out for you. And I don't know if you've got a party coming up at all, maybe this weekend. It's my husband's birthday this weekend, but I ain't going to no parties. Just at the top of the card, to me that looks like a disco ball, so I can see you really letting go and enjoying yourself at this upcoming party. I don't know what it's for, who it's for, whether it's yours or not, but you're literally floating on air. So this party is a very good party for you. Make sure you go. Don't do a me and make out you're ill, not go. Okay, sorry about that. And your starseed card, Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety and trust. Now it's so weird that I should pull this card for you today because I'm getting an Eye of Horus tattoo on Friday. So show you that properly. Okay, so what I see here is you're inside a bottle. You are actually physically, you feel like you're in a bottle and you just need that cap to burst. I've just noticed the bottle is actually a bird as well. So there's three birds. So I don't know if, I call girls birds. I don't know if you do where you come from, but if I said, oh, she's got three birds, someone would think you're a bit of a player. So I don't know if that's the message or not, but three birds, and you feeling stuck in a bottle. What is this? And now I see a reflection of a total opposite to you. Okay, so this is about time for reflection, and I feel like you are the middle bird, and there's two. You've got one either side of you. Now, I don't know if these are siblings or partners, but you are the centre between these other two. Does that make sense? I really need to speak properly when I do these. So the two birds on either side of you, whoever these birds represent, they find you the balance the calming presence around them, and it looks to me suddenly like they're holding a camera. Let's see there. I don't know if it is a camera. To me, it's saying camera, camera, camera. So maybe there's a photo of you with these two other people, and it really makes you calm, brings you calm, gives you a good memory. That's something to focus on when you might want to meditate or something like that. That will help you. Maybe look at the photo before you try meditating. I don't know. Bloody smoke. Okay. Right, well, I'm going to leave it there. I hope all of that made sense. So I think you're going to have quite a self-revealing couple of months ahead of you. All good, and time to look after yourself. That's the main message. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.